Hey folks, Matt here, and I'd like to take the time to run through some of the video highlights of my channel in 2022, but also give out some metal channel shout-outs, maybe some plans for this channel in 2023, and whatever else comes to mind. You might have missed some of the videos I'm going to talk about, so definitely stick around and catch up. So whether you're a long-term viewer or someone who recently discovered my channel, it's a safe bet that you might not have seen every last video I produced in 2022. Given that, let's go through some of the highlights from the year. Starting with MGP Rants, I produced 2 videos for this series. One on my thoughts regarding Metallica's debut album Kill 'Em All, and the other on finding metal vinyl in unexpected places. I've been wanting to rejigger the premise of this show to fit topics not covered by the other shows, so it's now a bit of a catch-all show. Probably going to do more along these lines in the future, especially if reception to them continues to be good. 2022 was also the year I finally got around to doing a second installment in my Metal Origins series, this time on my discovery of thrash metal. It did well enough for me to want to continue this series, so I do have a few more parts of the story to produce in the future. Likely part 3 will be what I call the Reno albums, which were the albums that cover the time period after I got kicked out of high school, but before I went out on my own. Should be fun with lots of personal stories. Some of you dig that stuff, so there you go. As for thread response videos, I did at least 6 of them in 2022. Really enjoyed the evolving opinions on metal albums from Ground Zero Salem, as well as bad album covers from Cloudy Milder. And of course, the Rock Scouts Metal Tag, which I hope Scott brings back in 2023. I even started my own thread video for the 30-day Death Metal Challenge, which is still on if you're interested in doing it. Check out the video on my channel for more details on that. Speaking of which, I also participated in the challenge, and I feel it came out pretty well, despite it not getting really great traffic. So yeah, check that out too. One of my favorite specials I produced for 2022 was The Decline of Western Civilization Part 2 The Metal Years. That is the movie, the soundtrack, and reviews for then-current albums from all featured bands. If you missed that one, go through the specials playlist and check it out, because I'll be honest, I'm a little bit proud of it. Another series I enjoyed doing is the Circus Magazine Readers Poll winners. So far I've done 1983 and 1984, with plans to do 1985 in the new year. I know there are a lot of magazine flip-through videos out there on YouTube, and I wanted to do something a little bit different than that. So let me know your thoughts on this series in the comments below. Would obviously love the feedback. Got a few packages of gifted records in 2022, or VCLT as it's known. Love when viewers take the time to share music with me in such a generous way, and if I hadn't said it before, thanks to all of you. Always appreciated. In fact, if you're looking to send anything my way, I do provide a mailing address in the description of every video I put out. Though since I did change post offices late in 2022, make sure it's a recent video you pull the address from, just to avoid delays. Hell, maybe you want to write an actual letter on actual paper. That'd be fun to get. As for my concert series, I did eke out one in 2022 for the first ever Stormbringer Metal Festival in Worcester, Massachusetts. 15 bands over 2 days. You should watch that if you haven't, or watch it again if you have. Also, let me know in the comments if you dig these concert videos. I might do more of them in the future. We'll see. And in news of record store visits, I managed to hit 2 of them this year for the Record Store Report. One in Boulder, Colorado, and the other in New Bedford, Massachusetts. Check out both of those and the other 6 stores I visited at the channel playlist that makes sense. Of course, if you have a favorite record store in your area, you should let me know in the comments, because who knows, maybe a vacation of mine will bring me to that town and I can shoot something there. Speaking of local stuff, I did produce a video on the 2022 Burlington Record Fair here in Burlington, Vermont, basically talking about the event, what I thought about it, and of course the records I bought. I really love supporting my local record stores, but I also appreciate the opportunity to buy from vendors from neighboring states. Let me know if these types of local videos are of interest to you. I dig them when others do them, but maybe that's just me. Who knows? I also started a new show in 2022, such being Metal I'm Listening To, Basically, it's me chatting about albums I'm streaming and then deciding whether to buy them on vinyl. Only did a handful of those during the year, and I might do others, but my new job takes up a lot of time and I can't do them every month. But let me know what you thought about the ones I did do in the comments below. And since I am but one of many content creators of the metal variety on YouTube, I do want to plug some channels I really like to watch, and in many cases channels that have said some rather nice things about me in their own videos. I'm also going to pick channels I have not talked about in previous year in review videos, so do know that this isn't a complete list, and there are a lot of great metal channels out there. So let's get to that. First up is Metal Madness 66. Jeff does quite a few streams on his channel, including his deep dives into band catalogs, along with the occasional guest or two. If you're at his channel, I recommend checking out the content under the Live tab, as that's where most of it is. In addition to metal, Jeff also covers the occasional prog rock band. I did appear on one of his streams in October of 2022 and had a pretty good time. Definitely check out Jeff's channel. Next up is Analog Archives. Now, I know there are a couple channels with this name. The one you want currently has the black metal album graphic from Venom as its avatar, shown here. Dennis goes through a lot of classic metal, notably thrash, but also traditional metal of the time. He does a lot of collection updates and thread response videos, but occasionally covers topics that interest him, such as horror movies. A very no-nonsense guy who gives it to you straight. Always love checking out Dennis's videos. Next is Mercyful Metal. Thomas's channel is a wellspring of collection updates, often of obscure and hard-to-find metal albums from the classic era, but he also does the occasional thread response video. Thomas has a great sense of humor and a passion for rare metal records that I always dig. You should check out his channel very, very soon. Next up is Heavy Metallurgy. So in addition to doing the occasional thread response video, as well as collection and VCLT updates, Marty's channel at this point is probably best known for his live streams under this name, Heavy Metallurgy, along with Alan from the Let's Talk Metal channel, as well as various guests from the YouTube metal community. I've always been especially enjoying their album focus videos, often on metal albums I know little to nothing about, which is saying something. Marty and Alan do a killer job with these videos, and you should already be watching them absolutely positively and all of that. Good stuff. Next is the Death Doom MetalHead, and as you can imagine, Liam's channel covers a whole lot of releases in the world of Death Doom, as well as just death or just doom metal. Plenty of collection updates here, showing not only the latest offerings from the genre, but a lot of releases that might not be getting as much attention. Liam definitely knows his stuff, so if you're into the Death Doom, you should be watching his channel. Next up is Mr. Boulder. So James's channel consists of thread response videos, single album reviews, band discography rankings, collection updates, and often enough, he does show some vinyl. You'll get both classic and modern metal here, and the less common moments of outside genres such as pop or rock. Plus, he's a friendly and likable dude, so this is yet another channel you can check out. And of course, there's Heavy Metal Entertainment. So Big Dan and Little Dan have a strong concentration on European metal festivals, but also some random fun topics, usually involving drinking and metal. They have around 25,000 subs at this point, so they've definitely got something going on over at their channel. They're also pretty funny guys, and you can tell that they've been best pals forever. At least that's how it seems. So get over there and watch some of their stuff. As for plans for this channel in 2023, I tend to cover a lot of those on my Patreon page. So if you're interested in that, as well as exclusive content, early viewings of my videos, and other fun stuff, go on over to patreon.com/The Accusation Network, check out the reward tiers, and see how you can contribute. It's a great way to show support for everything I do here. I should also mention that as of January 1st, 2023, I will have been making videos on this channel for 4 years, which has been an amazing experience, getting to chat with so many of you, but also making some great friends in the metal YouTube community in general. Hats off to all you folks who make such great content and those who participate in any way that they can. Speaking of whom, the whole point of this video is to say thanks to all of you who watch my videos, like them, share them, comment on them, and yes, even subscribe to the channel. Which you should do if you haven't already done so, by the way. Of course, as always, you probably knew I would say that. And if by some chance You got all the way through this video and you have no idea what my channel is about? My name is Matt. This is the Accusation Network, where each and every week I make videos on metal vinyl collecting, but I also do classic and modern metal in general. Check out all my playlists and of course like and share the videos. And as always, thank you for watching and ever forward.